Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Patience. To my existing subscribers, welcome back. If this is your first time here, be sure to click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can continue to indulge in the Haute Bella experience. In today's video, I am going to be trying out the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a gorgeous palette, and I mentioned to you guys before that this was one of the items that I got for my birthday, so this was included in my birthday haul video. At first sight, I was in love with the color story of this palette, and I knew that it was going to be really pretty. But once I used this today to create this gorgeous look, I am convinced that this is more than really pretty. This is a gorgeous and stunning palette. I love the formulas of the eyeshadows in this palette. So as you guys are going to see a little bit later in this video, I used shades out of 3 of these trios to create this look. This is the perfect palette if you are wanting to transition from a daytime to a nighttime look. All of the shades in these trios are awesome daytime shades, and all you have to do to transition over into that nighttime look is pop a little bit of this dark shade here in this Seduce Glow trio to the outer V, and you are good to go. This is a gorgeous palette. So not only am I going to be using this palette in this video, I'm also going to be once again using all of the products that I have in my collection from Charlotte Tilbury. So that includes this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. That also includes the Magic Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm using the Magic Away Concealer from Charlotte Tilbury, as well as the Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm using the Cheek to Chic Blush from Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade The Climax. I'm also using the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use the Airbrush Bronzer as well as the Glowgasm Face Palette. The only thing I did not have from Charlotte Tilbury was a lipstick, but I worked that out, as you guys will see in the video as well. So yeah, if you guys would like to see how I created this look using the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette as well as all of my other Charlotte Tilbury products, then keep watching. My face has been prepped. I used my Mario Badescu facial spray to tone my face. I used my SK2 Patera facial essence. I also used my Tatcha water cream. And today for my primer, I used a new primer. This was one of the items that came in one of my BoxyCharm boxes, and it's the Veil Hourglass primer. But we're going to go into this Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette. I'm going to try to stick with this trio right here. This is the Happy Glow trio. So I'm going to try to stick with this trio for this look. I may have to dip over into this one right here, which is the Seduce Glow. I may have to dip over into this to use a little bit of that black because I like to add a little depth to the look. But to start off with, we're going to move forward, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight. I'm going to use this shade right here as my transition shade. This shade did not look very deep in the pan, but again, on my skin tone, this is looking not too bad. This is pretty deep. It shows up as a medium tone on my skin complexion. That's a nice surprise. It does look a lot lighter in the pan than it does on my eye. So I'll just build it up to my desired level of intensity. I said I was going to try to stick to this trio right here, which is Happy Glow, but I'm going to move out of this trio and move into this one. This is Love Glow, and I'm going to use this shade right here, and I'm going to put this on the outer V and sweep it into my crease. I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to place this on my lid. I'll start with the inner corner and work my way out. And I did not carve out my lids. I didn't add any additional concealer on my lid or any other type of cut crease base product. I didn't lay that down before applying this shadow. I'm going in straight away, and it's really, really pretty. That's pretty. I'm going to go back into this shade right here, and I'm going to do just a little bit more blending. Just a little bit. I like the way this look has turned out so far, and I could just stay right here. But you guys know me, I'm a little bit on the extra side. So I'm going to go back into this Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette once again. And I'm going to use some of this darker shade right here to place just right here on the outer V. I want this to deepen up just a little bit more. So far, these shades have been performing exceptionally well. I wouldn't expect anything else, though, from Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm also using my Sonia G Pro Eye Set brushes, so I have high hopes and great expectations for this look. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this darker shade just right on this outer V. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not taking it up too high. I'm keeping it low on that mobile lid, just right on that outer V. Doesn't take much of this darker shade. It's extremely pigmented. I'm going to go back into this shade right here once again, and I am going to add a little bit more definition into the area where I've had to manipulate my natural crease line. I like how this eye look is shaping up. I'm going to add my liner and my lashes, and I'll be right back. My liner and my lashes are done. I've also done my color correcting. I used my Tatcha Pearl under my eyes, and I also used my Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in S614 around my mouth area. And now I'm going to move on to my complexion, and I'm starting off with my concealer, and I'm using the Magic Away concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. I am almost done with this concealer. You can see there I have a little bit of product left in there. I hope I have enough to finish up this look. I am using shade 6 in this Magic Away concealer, and I'm going to place this in all the areas that you would normally want to highlight: under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose. This concealer has a little foam applicator. I have to admit, I hate these types of applicators. I don't know why they don't work out well for me. I'm going to be doing a review on this concealer here soon, now that I've had a chance to work my way through it. I'm now using the Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Medium Dark. I do believe this is the darkest concealer that she has, or at least it was at the time when I made this purchase. But yeah, I'm going to use this to do some cream contouring. This product also has that sponge type tip. And to add some glow into this look, I'm going to be using the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm in the shade 6. I'm going to put a little bit of this on the areas where I would like there to be a little bit of luminosity or a highlighting type of effect. So I'm just going to put that right in this area right here. Highest parts of the cheekbone where I would normally put highlighter is where I'm placing this. I'm also going to put some right in here. Go ahead and take this down my nose here as well. Hit the Cupid's bow. A little bit here in the chin area. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. foundation brush, and I'm just going to pat this into my skin. It's time for foundation. I am using the Magic Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm in the shade 9.5. I think Charlotte Tilbury has extended her shade range for foundations, so if you are a little bit deeper than I am, you might be able to find your foundation match. But 9.5 at the time when I purchased this foundation was either the darkest. There may have been one shade deeper than this, but I think the shade range has been extended. Since I am adding my concealer and bronzer first before my foundation, it does take a lot less foundation. I'm going to use my RCMA No Color Powder to set under my eyes. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I am in the shade 3 Dark. This shade looks really light in the pan, but it applies differently on the skin. I like this powder quite a bit, and I think you can still see that Hollywood Flawless filter in certain areas. So I hope that that stays there. Now that I'm putting powder on it, we'll see. Not too bad. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I'm in the shade Tan 3. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury blush. This is in the shade The Climax. Really pretty blush. So again, I've already added the Flawless filter to my face, and I can see some highlighting effect or some luminosity that's coming through from that product, like here in my forehead, coming down the bridge of the nose. But I think I lost a little bit of it maybe here on my cheeks. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know, maybe not. But either way, I am going to add some more highlight into this area. So I am going to use my Glowgasm palette. Remember this one? This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I think I'm going to primarily focus on this shade right here. So I want to add this into this look. Just a little bit. Won't take much because, again, I do have a little bit of the cream Flawless filter in place already, but just want to bring these cheekbones forward just a little bit more. That's pretty. A little bit on the tip of my nose. So pretty. And I'm going to take just a little bit down the bridge. Take it into center here. And on the Cupid's bow. Very pretty. It is now time to smoke out my waterline, and I am going to use a little bit of this darker shade. This is part of the Seduce Glow trio, and then I'm also going to go back into this Love Glow trio here, and I'm going to use this shade here. I'm going to use those two colors to smoke out the waterline. I'm going to start with the darker color on the outside, and then I'll use the other color, the lighter color, as I come closer toward the corner of my eye. It does not take much. And for my inner corner highlight, I think I'm going to go back to the Happy Glow Trio again. That's right here. And I'm going to go back to this shade right here. This is the shade that I used as my brow bone highlight. And I'm going to place that right in the corner just to make sure we got some brightness in there. So pretty. So I'm switching over to my MAC lip liner. This is in the shade Chestnut. I'm going to use this lipstick from Juvia's Place. This lipstick is called Soil. And this look is done. I really love how this look turned out. The Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette did not disappoint. The trios in this palette are absolutely gorgeous, and it's a wide variety of shades in this palette, so it'll make it super easy to transition from a daytime look to a nighttime look. All of the other products that I use from Charlotte Tilbury are stellar products. The concealer and the contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury work very well together. I love the Cheek to Chic blush. It's such a soft and flirty shade of blush. And of course the bronzer and the Glowgasm face palette, those are #1s as well. They are beautiful products. I look forward to using this Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette again. I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.